Hey there, Tim. This is Courtney, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are way too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. I have found by giving people an easy, free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business have resulted in a lot of those local business owners still raising their hands and asking me to help them grow. So by the end of this video, you've liked what you heard, and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business. Shoot me a message back and we can chat. So now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition, which are content, citations, and backlinks. So, content. Most business owners know that they need content, but a lot of them don't know that studies have shown that Google wants for there to be at least 1,500 words on the homepage. Not only that, the content needs to have the right keywords. Google does this because it gets them to know what your business is and its purpose. Right now, your site is sitting at about 647 words. And I went ahead and I did it the same thing to a couple of your competitors in the Richmond area. And these guys are sitting at 493, right? And then Davy, and these guys are sitting at quite a bit over 2,000 words. This is beatable, by the way. They just put in more effort in their content. So to give you better detail, so keywords, if you're not familiar, are words or phrases that people search up each month to help resolve their issues or concerns that they go through. And you guys can miss out on a lot of customers by not having these keywords and by also not having them properly placed on your website, right? And just to give you an idea, okay, everything that you see highlighted, including photos, images, icons, everything, this is what Google looks at when they scan through your website. So you want to make sure that any photos, anything you have on here, photos and stuff, you want to make sure those have the correct keywords. This one does not. So you want to make sure all of them have the correct keywords, not just some, not just one, but you want to make sure all of them have it. All right. So taking a look over here at Arborists, this is a tool that essentially gives me behind the scenes details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. And I ran a quick scan of you and the 2 competitors I showed you before just to look at a couple of things. One of them being your keywords. And seeing that I see that you guys are ranking for 433. Excuse me. Let's just take a look at what a few of those are. All right. This one's good. These both are really good. This one's good too. Okay. All right. So these 3 are good key. These are actually these are perfect examples of like what you want on your homepage. So with keywords that are like with your business name, you want to not rely on that. Because you don't want people to just be finding you guys because of your business name, right? You want to think about the people who don't know your business name. So you want to be able to have keywords that are geared towards them placed on your website. And I'm going to give you some examples of more keywords. All right. Okay. This is one of your competitors. These guys are ranking for a little over 21,000 keywords. All right. Be a number of reasons why they have that many. Okay, they probably 2, 3. These are national keywords. All right, so these guys are ranking for a lot of keywords. So these are some of the ones that they have. Since you guys are trying to rank locally, you want to be having keywords that have your location stated in there. Right. So we're just going to take a look at your other competitor. Let's see how many they have. They're a little over 24,000 as well. Here's some resource. Okay, so these guys, they're probably like all over, so that can like explain why they have many different types of like keywords. I would have to go into do a little deep research to see why. But what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to take a keyword and I'm actually going to take a couple. I'm actually going to take one of them, perfect, and place it over here into Google. Tree Service, Richmond, VA, and we're just going to go over a couple of things. One of them being these are Google, this over here on Google, and the first thing I'd like to discuss is I guess this since it's popping up on our face. These are actually, as we both know, are ads. And ads can actually work pretty well, but they can also be a money pit if your foundation, which is your website, isn't dialed in. So you'd want to be careful not to burn your money with Google Ads until you know for sure that your site will convert. All right, now going into the second important thing I'd like to discuss with you, and that is citations. This is the second important, what a citation is and why it's important. I'll get into it very shortly. It's actually related to this pack right here. So this over here is called the map pack, or the Google Maps section. And you can see the business's name, address, and phone number. This is how Google verifies it gives relevance to your local business. And how you actually show up in Maps is pretty simple. So here is a picture right here to illustrate what I'm about to discuss. So you want to have your name, your business's name, address, and phone number distributed across hundreds of directories. So you want to put them in places like BBB, Yelp, Yext, City Star, Facebook, and many, many more. And the goal is you want to have, these are what your citations are, right? So the goal is you want to have more than your competitor so you can gain more trust in them from Google. And this will push you above your competitor in the map pack. And how to do this is actually pretty simple. There are sites that tell us exactly what directories your competition is listed on. And then we go down their list and match those directories. But we don't want to just stop there, right? We don't want to just match them. We want to dominate them online. So whatever your competitor has in citations, we want to get what they got, then add 50 to 100 more so that it takes them a long time to catch up, right? And then the ultimate goal is that you want to be in the top 3 results, because this is where people click. People don't click on more businesses. So this is where the sauce is. And the higher you are, the more clicks you get, right? Okay, so going into the last section that I'd like to go over with you, and that is backlinks or link juice. This third pillar will really help you to dominate on Google. So we searched up this pretty little keyword up here, tree service. You guys are actually not far. You're actually right here. So this is actually not bad. That's pretty good. So the goal is you want to be in the top results, because again, that's where people click. The higher you are, the more clicks you get. So you want to be in the top 3 results, and how you get up there is authority. And how you get authority comes back down to backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. It's like a vote of confidence. And in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So, for example, if you get a local blog talking about, how to take care of your trees, or, what's the best way to remove your trees, that's a lot more effective having them link back to you guys than, say, a Pizza Hut. So going back over here to Arabs, this is a great tool that shows us backlinks. You guys are sitting at 4,000, a little over 4,000 at the moment. We're just going to take a look at your 2 competitors. All right, they're sitting over 231K. All right, that's good. And these guys have 96,000. And you're probably wondering, like, wow, well, how the heck would I even go about, getting backlinks? And, with tools like Arabs, we can actually see exactly which sites are linking to your competitors. And we can go get those same links for your business, right? So getting to the top is not magic, it's just a method. And I've actually shown you that method today. So in closing, once again, we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,500 words. Citations, you want to have 200 to 300 of these to beat out the competition by a landslide. And link juice. You need more relevant sites putting at you guys to show Google you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies, today you can be #1 across Google. So I bet you're wondering, what do I do now? You can either go with this information I provided today, and you guys can do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call or text at 218-517-5513. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. Bye.